What is up? You're watching a hard carry. I'm an endgame player in Old School RuneScape with a daily show on YouTube and some weekday streams on Twitch. And if you're interested in getting better at Old School, I invite you to subscribe to the channels. Come along for the ride with me. We are doing an advanced hard mode tab learner raid with cross-free stack and skip expectations for 2 pound Nihilo boss, and we'll be encouraging people to do other things that will speed their raid up as we go through the raid occasionally. I always do take the lowest KC first, whoever shows up on stream, so long as we meet our min requirements. I am on the south freeze roll here, joined by Hanan on the north freeze roll, Mike on the range roll. Is that correct? I think it's right. Yeah, Mike on the range roll, and
Yes.
Trizzy and One Sun on the early, or One Sun and Trizzy on the early Dins and late Dins rolls, respectively. We're gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about how we're gonna do Maiden. I don't have a nice infographic like I do for the beginner level hard mode tab learner raids, so you just have to listen along as I kind of explain it. For cross freeze stack is what we're going for. It's going to change the way we freeze a little bit, and it's taking advantage of how beautiful the Dins is at doing AoE damage. So, what does this mean? Well, story time here for a second, right? At the beginning, people were just using barrages on the clump because, like, oh, it's AoE, it's really effective. And then the Ranger was like, oh, if I throw chins at the clump, that's effective. I can throw chins to get AoE damage. And these melee DPS were kind of smacking mid and just kind of looking at it like, man, I want to participate in this. Someone grabbed a giant door and decided to smack the clump with it one day and said, "Hey, this is pretty good." So we we have this idea of skipping 30s. People realize, oh, if we freeze all the crabs and we focus Maiden down, we could kill Maiden before the 30s reach her. And we can extend this idea to 70s and 50s. So while the 70s are out, we can just focus Maiden and spawn 50s while the 70s are out, then freeze the 50s on top of the 70s. This is known as stacking. Um, and now, if we do just that, and you don't change anything else about our method, we'll notice that there's no way for the Dins to hit the north one. So what we end up doing, Hanan, we're going to swap who freezes the south one and north one. In other words,
Okay.
I will freeze north one and south two, and you will freeze south one instead of north one. Everything else about your roll will be the same. So I'll be freezing south one, north two. Sorry, I'll be freezing north one with a 1 tick delay and south two in the clump. Hanan will be freezing on north freeze roll. Will be freezing south one, then north 2, then south 3, then all the fours. So south 1, north 2, south 3, and all the fours. And you'll be tick perfect just like you were on north freeze, just freeze the south 1 instead of the north 1. It's the only big difference. For Mike on the range roll, you'll stay on boss all the way until 50 spawn. Once 50 spawn, we're going to scythe the old south 1, then throw chins at the clump until the clump is mostly dead. And then you'll scythe the new south 1 to death. Then you'll get back on boss, One Sun, you'll be the early Dins. You'll stay on boss all the way till 50 spawn. Make sure your Dins is set to pummel instead of block. Likewise for Trizzy, make sure it's set to pummel instead of block. So One Sun, you'll stay on boss till 50 spawn. Once 50 spawn, you'll see them spawn. You'll run to the Dins tile or one of its variants. I can ping it for you if you don't have it. You'll do a Din spec. Once you've done your Din spec, you'll help clear any loose crabs on the north side. Then you'll get back on boss. Trizzy, you're going to be our late Dins. You're going to stay on boss all the way till 50 spawn. Once 50 spawn, you'll scythe the old north 1, then run over to the Din's tile or one of its variants. I can ping it for you if you need them. When we go in the raid, you'll do a Din spec. Once you've done your Din spec, clear any loose crabs on the north side, and then get back on boss. If anyone has any questions about what they're doing or wants any clarification, ask away. Otherwise, you can type R in game, show me you're ready to pot.
I got a question.
Go for
How
it.
many tiles away do you want to be to free South one?
You can be standing roughly in the middle-ish of the room
Okay.
at T-bow distance,
Okay.
and you should be able to reach everything from there. If
Okay.
she ends up throwing blood, you can either move closer to Maiden or further from Maiden while you're freezing. Either works.
Okay. And then you're talking about T-bow distance like all the way on at the back, right? Like near the entrance?
Uh, yeah, like between the entrance and Maiden, like there's a
Okay.
T-bow
Okay.
distance roughly there. That's where you
Yeah.
kind of want to be
Okay.
positioned while you're bowing.
Okay.
And then for
Y-
30s,
y-
well, you'll still freeze south one,
Okay.
north
Sure.
two, and then threes and fours.
Okay.
Awesome. I'm gonna say R in game if you're ready to go. If you want to root these guys on, going for some cross free stack and skip, go redeem some R's. You can show up on the screen here in the bottom left. That's where getting ready to go in there.
I also had a question about the late Dinzer.
Yep.
So you said we need to scythe the so I need to scythe the old North one.
Yeah, you'll do one scythe on the old north one, and then you'll run to the Din's Tile and spec, and then you'll help clear any loose crabs on the north side.
So if the crabs are on top of each other, how will I know which is like do I right click and just go for the top one?
Uh, you just click to attack the crabs basically as they spawn. The north one that's closer to you is going to be the old one.
Oh, are they not going to be frozen on top of each other?
They will be frozen on top of each other, but because you see there'll be a delay. So while the crab is spawning in, you're gonna click the one that's closer to you when you see them spawn.
Oh, okay.
So your
Sweet.
character will click and go to the one that's older, because you're clicking the
Okay.
one closer to you. It will end
Yeah.
up being frozen on top, but since you input the click before they're frozen on top of each other, it's not ambiguous. If you're
Okay.
not
Sweet.
sure,
Thank you.
just send a scythe. Worst case scenario, you hit the wrong one.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Awesome. We can say R again, and we'll be good to go. Awesome. Let's pot. Let's get it. Alrighty. Into hard mode. X1, X2 redeem in an R, Fuster Clock redeem in a hardcore R. I can't wait till I pot some more hard mode tops with hardcore Ironman. Those are always a lot of fun. I
Sounds
did some with
dangerous.
Vicon Lopu, a couple with Lake, some with Soy Duros, most recent hardcore. And I think they're getting close again for Soy Duro at least. Unlike the regular, we'll all stand here. We'll all avoid the Din's range. We all avoid these tiles until the first blood through at least. Are we all here? We're all here. Let's get it. Spam click. Maul in the first tick. Beautiful. No, don't be scything. Get bow on. Remember you're freezing south one instead of north one. Mage gear's on. We're ready to freeze. Stay on boss. Stay on boss. Avoid the blood. Stay in your mage gear. Stay in your mage gear. Looks like the threes might have got in there.
Yeah, that's my fault.
So be it.
Oh, that
Not a
was
bad attempt.
quick.
Big din specs though. These guys skip 70s. Not quite. I'll rotate and try to help deal with that tomato. Mage gear on. Stay on boss. Alright, save a little time here. My exit. Definitely what I intended with that. Let's go ahead and eat an angler and then grab our salve and go. Got hit pretty hard there. I didn't have a good place to stand. All the blood was there. But I didn't want to be standing away from the north side because I didn't want to tank. Unfortunate. Into the next room. Eat your angler, grab your salve, put the salve on.
Yeah, stacking was crazy.
How big were those din specs? I always like asking.
I didn't even look. I should have.
Incredible.
Incredible. The clump was dead, so something went right. Antorni's on the opposite side here. Oh, little misclick there. Yikes. If you want to try flinching and hard mode, you're welcome to. Once on this side. Just make sure you're paying attention to when in addition to where the hands are falling. His hands can fall at the worst times. Maiden resetting for best XP in our method cap. So, there's a funny thing about tomatoes. You know how they're invincible? Turns out they made it so you don't get combat XP for what you would have rolled on the tomato. Because you could just stack them all in the corner and spam blood barrage on 9 tomatoes then. Like, and they would be invincible, you know? Back your turn. Down. Oh yeah, I died. I lost my potion. Oops.
Oh, back to
Watch
back.
your feet.
That's brutal.
Not your XP drops. Not your XP drops! Out we go. Walk on the walls, run around the corners. My turn soon. Back. Going down soon. Down. Watch your feet. If you ran out of prayer there once, I'm guessing you maybe tried proccing like redemption or something in a panic.
No, it just ran out for some reason.
Just ran out. Make sure you're turning it off between rooms maybe. I'm not sure if maybe piety was left on or something. Go ahead and equip your melee limit, drop yourself, grab a shark. So at this time I opened up his prayer, sees 43 prayer. It's like, how do you sneak that one by? No. Yeah, I'll take all the pre-fires. Come on, you'll hit anything that makes it into the room. If it's major, there's nothing major. Help out whatever roll's falling behind. Mike, you're ranging the whole time. Make sure you throw chins during the first demi, not participate in the first demi. One son, you got the left. Frizzy, you got the right. I just realized a few streams ago, I mentioned I had a joke about the Din's Bulwark from a while ago when I was streaming Hard Mode Learners, and I never told it. We used to have a running gag that was 5 mil per Din spec, and what that meant was you would get 5 mil for every single Din spec you managed to pull off during the Nyla room after the second demi had spawned without dying. Turns out, since it reflects damage, it's pretty hard to live and do a Din spec in hard mode top.
Now I want to try it.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. It is content, but it's not worth it. Ooh, a barrage there. Triple.
Oh my god,
Melee
a
Huron,
triple.
Scythe and Shally. Baby, the triple. Make sure you're potted, no limp Challies. Northfish can help out with whoever's in the middle of the room. Make sure you're venging. Mike, make sure you sip your super combat, divine super combat, at some point. '18 West is such an important pre-fire, so we go for it a lot in these raids. 19 East, also an important pre-fire. Melee Huron, Scythe and Shally. Awesome, look at pillar, help decide where you're attacking next. Find the HP with the lowest health pillar. Make sure you're venging. Venge will kill Nihilus for free. Ignore the big guy in the middle until pillars are taken care of. Pillars are really weak on the south side. Everyone should be south, far from the barrier. Not help kill any pillar. Help keep the pillar safe. Low HP pillar here. Brew up 85 HP or more. Head on. Combo heat. Brew up. No! There's one Nilo on it! Surely we can save this one. Okay. We save the other pillars too. Unlucky we lost the one. Smack. Awesome. Gonna combo eat brew up to 85 HP or more. Once you're 85 HP or more, you can group up for pot share. And we'll have the North Free stand with me on the other pile. Looking for a little pot share here. Might go for that pot share if you got it. Oh, you never bring a 2-dice. Bring the whole thing. For the whole party. Make sure you get the BGS spec off. Oh, you had to brew. Hmm. Happens. Make sure you're avenging. You don't have to move, Mike. Just keep swinging. Keep casting Vengeance. Vengeance is very powerful here. 29 HP is the danger threshold. Don't fall below it. Should be dead here. I think I took an off prayer there. That hurt. 25 or something. Wait a minute. No, it's just the chip damage. It's high roll. Anyway, I'll be 1-2, Hanan 1-3, Mike 2-3, One Sun Phil, Trizzy back up. Make sure you're avenging, guys. See 0 venges here. Call out when you venge. It will remind your teammates. And increase your team's damage and success.
I hit one hammer.
Phil, One Sun Phil. That'll do. Right 3. Bottom board on the inside is Trizzy. Hang back. Is Trizzy hang on the 3rd row? Whoever's on the outside waiting on the 3rd row till it's no longer red. Don't follow that. I'll make sure you restore Mike. Make sure avenging. The ball's on you. You're on an edge. If you have no ball, you're in the middle of a sandwich. The balls are the buns. Beauty. If we do end up getting any more balls, you'll be ticketing them. Right 3. Whoever on the outside is on the outside. You killed people on the inside. Make sure you're waiting on the 3rd row.
Got me.
Run right out, Mike. Run right out. Alright, it's all up to you, man. Be patient. Especially those straight line starts are pretty rough. Fruber says, I would definitely kill myself for the 5 miller. With the Din specs. The Bulwark Challenge. Oh my goodness. You're out for the night. Don't sweat it, Markel. You have to take it when he throws that neck back 2 times. Once for the first ball, once for the second ball. Ah, nice try.
Ooh, nice try.
Had no food for the second.
Oh,
It's okay. It happens. Your only option you had there was to actually use Divine with Redemption to ticket it, which does work. But that would require you to separate far from Verzik. It's a bit tricky to do. Let's see
that one you gotta
here.
be quick with the mage prayer after too.
No, you can't get the mage prep in time because you're potion locked. So that's why you have to separate far away. You're basically just chancing the mage hit as opposed to guaranteed dying to the death ball. And then you have to swing really, really hard to make up the lost lost damage. I think Mike was here. Trizzy was meleeing. Tanam was on freeze roll. Do we understand what happened for the maze, by the way?
No, what happened?
Okay, so what happened for the maze is the people on the inside, the person lowest in orb order did wait, because they wanted to give it a little slack. Whoever was on the outside instantly started following the red dots instead of waiting on the third row till the third row is no longer red. And what that did was it spawned the tornado on the inside and killed the guy waiting on the third row. So whoever's on the outside of the
That
maze,
makes
not chosen,
sense. Okay.
gotta be patient.
I
Always follow the
see.
last dot. You'll always be able to catch up because it takes at least one tick for people to transition mazes. Um,
That
unless
makes
everyone
sense.
like pings it or like is psychic or something, or is cheating. I mean,
Wait,
technically,
so
yeah.
if you're on the outside, you want to wait till like like 2 ticks, like
No,
two
if
tiles
you're
have
on the
passed before you
outside,
go?
you wait until the third row is no longer red. Do not go before that; it
Okay.
will kill people on the inside. So if the third row is red, that means
That's
someone's still
exactly what
standing
I
there on
did.
the inside. And
Yeah.
if you go past it, the
Okay.
native will spawn and just smoke them.
Okay, I see.
Yep. Let's go and give it another shot. It gives another chance to see the XP drops at Maiden for the Dinspool work. That's honestly like the best part. Like, I always love hearing how big the XP drops are. It's my favorite pastime when I do the cross free learner rates. Let's go ahead and say hard game for ready to pot. Let's get it. No way, not a Belian hitting level 85 smithing. Group mates popping off. Figuring out there's two people on top and bottom that triggered the natives is something that took me like 20 KC. Yeah, Fustercluck. That's it's
Yeah.
not obvious how the maze works. Did it for
That
you.
was my first time on top. Now I know.
That should be the title of the video. Learner's first time on top. That's
Oh
suggestive.
no. Oh no.
Pause. Oh no.
Honestly, you should.
That's
You
kind of funny.
absolutely should.
Hold up. Hey, this would be one of those like, what is it? Hey yo. Like,
Write that down. Write that down.
write that down. No. Oh my goodness. All right, we drop our sub and nothing else. Are we all here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Members, stay away from the Din's tiles until the first blood throw. All right, blood thrown. You ready to freeze? Remember, we're swapped for ones. DPSers are hitting the boss hard. This is good. Good freezing. Stay in your freeze hunt. Beautiful. I'll cover force for you.
40.
Any big din specs today?
148.
148. Not too shabby. Make sure we're hitting the clump here. Don't want this clump to sneak in.
Yo.
I'm probably gonna forget about that. We'll see if someone in the comments section notices. Someone's gonna comment on it. You got all. You got all.
Yeah.
Beauty. Out we go. Eat your angler. Grab your cell. I think mechanically the execution was decent. We could save a little bit of time, being a little more aggressive with our bows, but this on freeze rules, and then making sure we're not losing any DPS on between 70s and 50s. I felt like the proc was quite slow. There actually was able to fit an extra bow in. I think maybe North Freeze lost one tick on the 30s, or
I
no,
did.
lost one tick on the
On
50s.
the 50s. On the 50s.
Yeah, so it can be a bit awkward. Just if
Yeah, it
it
was weird
happens, just make.
when I flicked over to look, I'm like, where's just 2 crabs? Brain fart.
Yeah, if you're ever like just make sure you communicate it clearly if you're in voice, because that can be very lethal to the team. Oh, don't overextend. Ouch. Well, we'll be ticketing here. Someone's wearing a blood fury. I'm gonna find you. Who did it?
Don't look at me. Don't look at
Oh
me.
no, I'm looking.
Don't look at me.
I'm looking.
I feel naked. And I'm dead.
Oh,
That's a death.
it happens. Backy turn. Pushful Dragon Claws my iron. That's so big for 2B. Honestly true. 201 regular and 35 CM for 11 out of 12 missing bulwark. Doesn't sound too bad. It looks like we might have a struggle for a 3 down here. Watch your feet, not your XP drops. Whenever we're down a man or something, I try really hard to push extra damage to make sure we catch our Dwaki turn. Make sure we catch our downs in time. The I'll always be watching. If someone ever does turn back to dodge a hand or something, be careful. The flies could be following them as they round the corner. Be ready to tick it if you're low HP. So you walk on the walls, run around the corners. Down soon. You turned. Watch your feet. Oof.
Oh, was one tick off.
Out we go. My divine ended up running out and I was 6 HP and I was like 1 swing left on bloat. That's why I didn't divine. Now I'll just simply divine during my rotation at Nilos to get my health back. It's a slight thing I changed when I'm on mage rule. If you're melee, you always be divined entering Nilos, and if you're on range rule, you can always divine during the second demi if you're trying to be conservative with your divine due to a death or something. I'll be taking all the pre-fires for mage rule. Henan, you hit anything that makes into the room that's mage. Mike, you're ranging the whole time through chins during the first demi. One Sunny got the left, Trizzy got the right. Allegedly 5 mil of din spec. Pause. I don't think they're gonna do it, but after the second demi, that is. Melee Garon, Scythe and Chally. No limp Scythe, surely. Everyone's swinging hard. North 3's focus inside the room. Help clear that big guy. Did Nightbot take out Nimger Link? Sometimes he does that. I'm guessing you're showing your log there. I believe you, man. Let's see if we can remember after the raid. We'll see if we can show it to people. Melee Garon, Scythe and Chally. Ranger's got a bow south here. Look for those. Then pipe twice west. Make sure you're avenging. Reventilate. Look at pillar health. Help us out where you're going. Those are quite low actually. Big barrage. I'll try to play a little aggressive with my barrages here. See if I can't save a little pillar health here. Southwest blue is really low. Blowpipes on. Blowpipes on. Oh my god, we destroyed those. Oh no, I piped that one. Everyone saw that southwest pillar. There were blowpipes flying everywhere. There's a maelstrom of blowpipes. Absolute fire. Nobody wanted the pillar falling. If you're low HP, you could brew up, recover, restore, and go and get that pot share on the range pot off. Referee stand over here. Oh, I didn't get the pot share. Unlucky. I've got BGS here, BGS, sir. Make sure you're avenging. He's gonna do chip damage here. Ouch. Oh, someone in the main stack missed a prayer. We got cooked.
That's me.
66. I didn't catch that one. Oh no. Just keep your health high. Oh no, one son, just stay still. Keep swinging. It's brutal. Is the rainbow glowing just cosmetic or some deeper meaning? Those just represent where the big Nilos are, and when they expire, that's where the small Nilos are going to spawn from. So I just do it to make it easier to see where they are. I think it looks hilarious too. Little rave action. You're starting to see maybe where two piles fails is if we make any mistakes is pretty brutal. Remember, 29 is your number. If you're below 29, gotta heal up. Someone's 3-8 low prayer. Just watch your prayer.
Oh, what the hell? I went from 33 to 0 too quick.
Yeah, if one prayer is late in the stack on the other side, and anything goes wrong, it does a lot of damage. I got hit at 66 there, so I was like, what can you do? Yeah, out we go. Just be careful with your prayers. Try to be quick with them, and mistakes happen. Get over it. It's all good. Go into the next room. I got 1-2. Hanon's 1-3, and Mike is 2-3.
I hit one.
I missed once on Phil. If you need to repot, make sure you repot. That's true. One doesn't have Maul, I believe. So with
It's
that setup, you
BGS.
can should probably swap Trizzy to the person filling.
Okay.
At least you like a second fill, and then Trizzy be first. Because it's slightly more likely Trizzy's weapon will. Oh, careful, 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 careful. Okay. Bottom of board on the inside is Trizzy. Waits on the third row a little bit. Whoever's on the outside waits on the third row till it's no longer red. Still waiting, still waiting. Should have waited longer on the outside.
Oh shit.
Tornado's on our ass. Go, guys, go, go, go. Oh, so whoever's on the outside just yeeted. Get out of the maze
Yeah, I
quickly.
did.
If someone does do that, the ball will be invisible. We will not be able to see it. Whoever has the second ball needs to oh, the ball's invisible because the person on the outside left the maze early. That's unfortunate. The balls are separated timing wise when that happens. So there's another ball coming out now. DD for it. DD for it. DD for it. Okay,
Oh
we
wait, I
take
have
it.
no clue. I've got no clue what's going on. I'm gonna be real.
So if you're on the outside of the maze and you leave early like this, and the ball is due, what can happen is Soot will throw a ball that's invisible for everyone leaving the maze. And we will have no idea it's there unless we're reading the chat box. So I was trying to get everyone to DD for it, and I didn't communicate it very well. But basically, be following the maze, and if you're on the outside like that, and you go leave the third row early, then it's going to make it really hard to complete the maze without having that problem.
Oh.
Like the tornado's probably riding your ass on the outside then as well. Because it spawns right when you leave the third row on the outside as well. So like Trizzy's waiting on the third row, it's still red, it's still red, it's still red, it's still red. Now Trizzy leaves. They follow the last red dot through the maze. And that'll make it so you don't run into any tornado issues. You see how the gap between the tornado is massive.
I see.
It's all right. It happens.
Yeah, because I saw the third tile when I was outside, it was gray already, so I just clicked.
Take the ball if it's on you. Separate. Take the ball if it's on you. She restore super combat. Whatever you got to do to keep your damage pumping here. Can use a claw spec if you got a claw spec. Defense is fully reduced. If you're above 22 HP, make sure you're staying in melee range. If you end up regenerating to 22 HP or more, just get your prayers correct. Mike's got a little bit of Oast to play over there. Range mage, range mage, range mage. No. Tris, make sure you overheal. Oh, you're good, you're good, you're good. How'd we make it? It was a bit of a shaky soat, but we make it through. Let's go ahead and shop at the chest here. At this chest, you're going to buy stam first. Always buy stam first. Then you're going to buy resource, who have 3 things that restore prayer in your inventory. The rest of your points you're going to buy brews. If you have extra points, you can buy and drop sharks for your teammates. If you have extra points, you can buy and drop brews. If you have any partial potions, you drop them at the chests here. People will decant them if they can. Quickly into the next room. We might still be able to make time if we hustle. The invisible ball thing probably needs to be fixed. It doesn't actually. It actually is cool. One son almost
look at that save.
one son almost had like the Vietnam War flashbacks. Wherever you were at SOT when you started SOT is your quadrant. If someone's trying to take your quadrant, ask them kindly to exit. I've used choice words when describing that before, but take over when you can, Hanan. Nope, always take over the old one.
Oh,
If the
okay.
second one spawns your quadrant, I'll hold a new one until you can take over.
Okay.
Let's see what we
Right
got. One
under.
son just like casually like thinking this is the easiest phase ever. Take over when you can,
Spawns
Trizzy.
right under me.
Hanan, stay in your quadrant. 12 more seconds of exhume still.
Oh, 12. Is there a plugin for that?
Nope, I just know how long it goes.
Okay.
I mean, I guess there's like the timer plugin if you want to know like how much room time has passed. But it's about a minute. Make sure you're potted. A minute, and like I think it's like a minute 4 in hard mode 5s. GM real. 0 defense. Claw spec if you got claws. Get it out of the system.
Oh, I'm just clicking like crazy.
Beautiful. Awesome. If you're learning your Zarpus walk, you click the outside ring when you see the ass leave his mouth, or when you hear that spit noise cue. You click to attack when you would normally step back when you're 5 ticking. Spit, attack. Spit, attack. That's what we're listening for. To attack, we would normally step back after 3. Spit, attack. 1. Spit, attack. It's gonna sheesh. We have spit attack 3, and then we would. 3, 4, 5. I think once and you don't have claws, right? You do have
I
claws.
do have claws. Just let me know when.
So I can't claw because I don't have claw spec.
Uh-oh.
But what I'm looking for right now is there a way I can make it so you can claw? And I do see one. So like if I do that, and I sync up with Trizzy, then you're able to claw. But I didn't do it quickly enough, and now you lose a claw spec. So to avoid ever losing a claw spec, I recommend using it before the third phase starts.
Fair.
Scam! MVP is mine! Something like that. Considering we're actually a little bit of a time crunch, as a
Calculated.
little troll of me. I should have made my mind up faster. But in a normal situation, it's really unlikely your teammate's going to notice that and do it for you. So it's good to get it out before it starts. Fight has started. Hanan, pick it up. Ooh, big specs. Mike, you're gonna pick up the west pillar spec while heading east.
Oh shit. I did not leave. Sorry, Drizzy.
Trizzy's
Yeah,
got
it's
it
okay.
next. Yeah, they broke the mage weapons for some reason. I can't wait till they fix it. They're not going to fix it. They think it's an improvement. They're just delusional. I'm gonna report as a bug after this raid. I think Hanan might have taken my staff at
Oh, did I?
we
It
lost
was
one.
delayed one, right?
It was delayed
Oh.
one,
Yeah,
but
one behind.
I'll tank this hit to get that spec off sooner, so we can leave P1 sooner. let's get out of here. We brew up range pot. Actually, I brew up Sandfew. Sandfew for everyone. And then super combat. Pretty bad luck with that crab there. It took me like 6 pipes to kill it. I ended up switching full range switch because I was frustrated. Tanky purple, oh my, exactly, Coda. How are you doing? 5 zeros with blowpipe XD, exactly. I'm just looking at it like, come on, man. My group Iron Man somehow wasn't getting attacked in Nightmare Zone for a little bit there. Just looking at it like, huh. Nox Halberd on the crab. Well, remember, that's like getting 2 misses with the Nox Halberd if I miss 5 blowpipes in a row. Good man, Trizzy. Taking out the crab, keeping the team safe. I was gonna pop it under Verzik. Little present for everyone. Northeast crab needs a swing on it or two. It's 30% still. Once I take a swing at it. Alright. We're gonna do a little check here. Is anyone swinging a limp scythe? Feel like this can be going a little quicker. Hanan, you need to sip your Sandfew. Poison.
I don't know where it is.
Oh no. It's not there. He's gonna have to deal with it.
I don't know if I dropped it.
You dropped it. Oh
Did I drop
no.
it?
Oh, maybe you just forgot at the bank or something. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Clean taking carries P3. Make sure you venge if your venge just broke. See a lot of people doing it. That's a good habit to get into. You'll notice you venge at the same times during P3 almost every time if you're consistent with it. Sangon, blowpipe if you're a very aggressive player. Oh my god. I almost got smoked there. Position on the side of Berserk closest to webs. Restore up, super combat. Zip stam. Super combat up. Everyone should be 118 here. Mike is skipping one. Beautiful. One since potted. We're swinging hard. Health is good enough to keep going. We'll keep swinging here. They froze the west crab! No! Don't freeze crabs in hard mode. Alright, take your yellows to the last second. Whoever's northwest, good luck. Low camera angle will help. Good effort, Trizzy.
Ooh,
4,
didn't make the
5,
one.
6 under attack. The ball's on you. Chase a teammate.
Oh, couldn't get there fast enough.
Crab's going out soon. Make webs at all costs. Make webs. Make webs happen. Make webs happen. Don't care if you get by the NATO. Make webs. We delayed a tiny bit, so if you know Pog Tank out of webs, it'd be slightly weird, but it's dead anyway. I saw my teammate was a little bit late entering webs as well there, which is why you'll notice I was just waiting to make it so he could join. I don't want to be 2 cycles ahead of him, because then he could get insta-webbed and it'll ruin webs. Do we make time? We make time comfortably, despite some dangerous moments there throughout the raid. A minute and a half to spare. Humble guy delaying. Hey, we try to make it safe for everyone. Any kits? No dice. Would have had a elite clue scroll. I just made Benjamin upset. Groupmate loves his clues, and for some reason I'm just not getting any, am I? Alrighty, let's take a look here. That raid was a little bit rough. We had a missed prayer at Nilo boss. That happens. Mistakes happen. Whatever. So we had an interesting thing happen on the maze. Just to recap kind of what happened, so you kind of remember it for the future. What happens for the maze, if the person on the outside finishes the maze early, and there's people still on the inside and they haven't left yet, what can happen is he'll target that person on the outside with a ball. And if you choose to target that person on the outside with the ball, nobody on the inside will see that person has a ball. It'll be invisible for them. And if he throws balls out, they can be desynced as well, which means there'll be like one ball, and then a little bit later the second ball gets launched. It's kind of confusing when that happens. If things like that happen, I'd recommend honestly just tick eating it. It's a little bit safer because it's really hard to communicate to your team that they need to DD and where they need to DD when they can't even see the ball on someone. It's just kind of confusing. So um, you'll run into that if you're going for faster raids in the future as well, because people on the outside will skip the maze as well, or run out of the maze earlier. Um, if that happens, it's not the end of the world. Just deal with the balls independently instead of grouping for them. That's like the punishment for doing it. That's kind of the way it works. For the quote unquote punishment for doing it, it's not really a punishment. Um, how do you eat the ball if it's invisible? You eat when its head bobs backwards. You don't use the ball as the cue, you use soda to guess your cue. That is the way. Or 5 ticks after the previous attack from soda seconds when you click to eat. That's another way you can time it. Yeah, the situation a bit awkward. For Zarpus was fine. P1 was fine. We had a staff accident. At least someone didn't drop it or something. Sticky fingers or whatever. If that ever happens and it gets desynced and you end up getting skipped, just try to grab it after another cycle's been completed. It's kind of awkward. Or if a staff gets left on the ground, just go free for all for it, because it's probably going to be dead at that point. If you're like 7 or 8 rotations deep. For P2 went pretty smooth. Good P2. For P3, we had a couple melees happen. That happens. The Verzig was actually placed in a pretty awkward spot for yellows. So if you are the tank during your own raids and you want to make life a little bit easier on your teammates, what you can do is you can actually drag Verzig to the north center room by the throne or south center. Basically any of the 4 places yellows can't spawn in the cardinal direction, east, north, west, south, like any of those cardinal direction. You put her in the center of one of those, she won't cover any yellows. Trizzy, I know you tried your best there. It's kind of awkward with Verzig's on top of your yellows, so you just got to deal with the suffering of Verzig there in that case. I like turning my camera to a low pitch, like I'll pitch it down to see if I can see the yellows under Verzik more easily to figure out where they are. That's something that I like to do when that happens. But it is sometimes just quite awkward, especially when you're in the corner of the room like that. There's sometimes no good camera angle for it. Some people have like a hotkey for hiding Verzik to make it easier. I do not use that. But some people say it's helpful. And then webs, one small detail there. This raid, I kind of commented on as we were exiting, but I did end up waiting for my partner to make it to webs. It's really important that both people make webs for second webs if we have a second set of webs. If only one person makes webs, or if like people are desynced on that second set of webs and someone gets webbed, it's really, really, really dangerous for completing the raid. So it's like above all else, you want to value making sure everyone makes webs before it's okay if you get by your NATO to make second webs. All right, those are my recap. Does anyone have any questions about the raid or others if they want to chat about? Alrighty. Shout out to all you Tommers who liked the video. I like you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. For all of you taking on the theater, good luck and have good raids. We'll catch you in the next one.